Hey y'all, Brian. This is Brian. New updated video. To kind of keep it nice, concise. Old super jump still exists. You only have a split second. You can't hold the crouch button down after you hit your GA, so you have to pretty much do it at the same time. Wait for the lip and go. The what they put in essentially is whenever you're guardian angeling, you can just hit the space or crouch button or the control key, which is the crouch button, and by doing that, you'll get a specific amount of height every time if you're on the same plane as that target. So essentially what you can do with the old super jump is boom, and then you can combine the space when you hit that dip with the what they added, which is that control feature, or the crouch feature for that jump, and then you can get a whole bunch of height. So there's that, but the real power of what they did is the what you were forced to do every other time is you had to be right next to your target. So now that we don't have to be next to our targets, there's really no restriction of what's going on. So if someone's following us right there, they're out of our sight. Not only are they fighting us here and we just immediately go up, they have to go up and see where we are. So if we take our beam off immediately, they're not going to know necessarily that we're going to drop down here. So if someone's chasing me through here, I do this, boom, drop down here. Unless they're here, they're not going to see me. I already have my guardian angel up, and what we can do is employ ourselves in something like this, and we can move up here, anything like that. So really the new power of this and what makes it OP in my opinion is that there's no restriction here. What a good Winston would do is they just get in front of me, and as we can see with the old super jump, boom, boom, and so they'd be hitting me this whole time. And so now they don't really have a chance, and so now they don't really have a chance because the second you come out of here, you just go up, and then your guardian angel is almost up. And your jump is always going to be up before their jump is up. And if you really need to, you drop down here. You drop down. You can go into your super. You could drop down, go into your super jump, and you can get a really high jump. No Winston can chase you after that. So let's get to the other parts that's really OP about this and what you can do. So previously, what we could do is if we want to go somewhere, we can see how quick we're moving towards our target here. You can kind of see that speed. So if we use this wall, we can actually get more speed in that direction. So let me just do that one more time so we can see. So we can actually get a lot more speed moving in this direction if we use that wall for the initial slide off. And so what we can do, so annoying with these things, but what we can do here is we can actually just use that crouch button also to shoot us up. And so now we're on, depending on where you are, you're on top of something, and it just, there's so much more line of sight. And like I said before, if you need to, drop your beam, you know, then you can start healing over here. You can drop down from here, boom, then you can move up over here. Just very dynamic movement depending on what the person wants to do. So the second one's a lot harder, and essentially it's, on some maps it can be easy, but essentially it's using the lips and the walls to push away, and we're using that height. So there's some things that we can do. It's really tough. Like over here, sometimes we can get up here. And for here, sometimes we can get up here. It's a lot more difficult, but those things are so annoying. But so you essentially see just by doing that, we're able to get in and then we're able to push off in a different direction. And this is just really crazy because if no matter how good someone is, they're almost always going to be underestimating you as a mercy and underestimating your movement. This is almost always going to catch people off guard. And regardless, they have to attack you from here. In half a second, you're now up here. So that's going to give you enough time for your guardian angel to come back. If they're using any sort of movement, you know, 1, 2, boom. Now if they just give Genji dashed over there, now I'm back over here. So it just makes it a lot harder for people to chase you. And that's just kind of a tech that you can employ also. I don't think I'll get this one because this one's usually a lot more difficult. Let me see. There we go. So we can do things like that also right there, you see? And essentially what we're doing is just going into it and we're just using the lip to push off. So this is something that's important to note on a lot of these. And yeah, I just wanted to keep it nice, quick, concise, and just show those couple tips. And I hope this helps people and understand why the super jump is OP.